Hey everyone, welcome to Nomads No Worries. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about me getting robbed or being the victim of petty theft here in Chile. Then we got a couple Nomad news updates about TSA no longer requiring shoe removal and some more stats about return to office policies. Yeah, let's get into it. My name is Steve.
I am Jack, and I'm excited to hear about my friend Steve being the victim of a crime. I mean, this is kind of some street cred, honestly.
Let's just get right into it, man. We've bragged on this podcast about how we've never been robbed, right? We were like, what's wrong with us? Do we not dress well enough? Like, why don't people want to rob us? Then, after 5 years of traveling, something finally happened.
This is a big step. This is huge.
It is. I feel like
Congratulations.
I'm a real traveler now.
Every traveler we meet, they always got a robbery story, and I just always could never share, So
Right.
I'm really happy that this happened to you. Respectfully.
I knew this was coming. Alita and I, we've been staying in Chile. We've been saying how nice it is here, how safe the country is, right? In fact, to give you some stats, Chile has the lowest poverty rate in Latin America at
Wow.
6.5%. Okay.
Is that high still or low? Like compared to like
I'll tell you. So 6%. And we were comparing it to where we just came from in Colombia. We're just like, oh, Colombia was so dirty. The poverty rate there is actually 33%.
Wow.
But the highest in Latin America is Honduras, Jack, at 73%.
Now, poverty rate is different from unemployment rate, right? Like they might have a job, it just might be just not enough.
That's correct. So yeah, Honduras is the highest poverty. Guatemala's up there at like 60%. Argentina is now pretty high, due to their inflation and issues that they've had there. So they're at like 57%.
Wow.
The US even, dude, is 11% under the poverty line compared to Chile's 6.5%.
Wow, so Chile's doing better than us.
Yeah, but I will say there's different thresholds and measurements, right? Like for the US, it's like if your household income is under 31K for a family of 4. And then in Chile, it's like if you can afford to buy food and like basic necessities. So it's kind of measured differently, but technically Chile has the lower poverty rate.
Gotcha.
So anyway, yeah, we've been shitting on Colombia. We're like, yeah, thank God we got out of that shithole. Chile is so developed. Everyone here is so wealthy and stuff. Like nothing bad's going to happen to us here. I should have known the way we were talking about it that we were just inviting some shit, right?
Jinxing yourself.
So last weekend, Lisa came to visit, our friend Lisa Ann. Shout out Lisa Ann.
Great content.
And we did the whole, let's go to Santiago. Let's go to the city center, right? They had like a couple markets, like local markets in the city center. We went to the kind of the touristy market first. It was chill. And then we went to what's like more of the local market. And it was pretty sketch. I'm not going to lie.
Like what was sketch about it?
It was just crowded, a lot of like street vendors. And you could just tell like these people were maybe not above the poverty line, you could say, that we were seeing around there. A lot of homeless people kind of hanging out around there and stuff.
Okay.
So we noticed this. So we were being pretty careful. Like Alita had her backpack, like her mini backpack in the front, like a true tourist, that whole thing.
Right.
I did buy chicken wings on a stick for $1 from one of the street vendors. And these will come into play later. So
Are these bone in still? Like, are they?
Yeah,
like...
they were bone in, and it was 3 wings like on a skewer.
Okay, wow, cool.
And they were good, but I only got to eat like half of one before shit started hitting the fan. So
okay.
Now, I usually watch Alita like a hawk. Like whenever we're in this kind of situation, traveling in a crowd, whatever, But I was eating these wings on a stick, right? So I wasn't watching her as closely as I normally do. But
Okay.
like out of the corner of my eye, and she was with Lisa, like whatever. But out of the corner of my eye, I see this dude getting really close to her in this crowded market, and like my boyfriend radar kind of went off. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
if a guy like gets close to your girl or like something, or what, you're like, whoa, what's this guy doing? What are his intentions, right? You know what I'm
Right.
talking about.
Right.
And at first thought, I thought it was like a vendor coming and saying like, hey, come to my restaurant, because there were people yelling at us from every direction anyway. I just thought it was a guy being like, hey, come to my restaurant, come buy this bullshit from me. But I look and like, it's something doesn't seem right, and it all happens so fast. And I see this dude just like grab the necklace that Alita's wearing and just rip it off of her.
Oh my God.
And he starts running off, right?
Okay.
And I go into fight or flight mode, and I guess I choose fight, and I start running after him. I don't even know what my plan was. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking tackle this guy or do something. And my first thought, dude, I had the chicken wings in my hand and I threw the chicken wings at the guy.
Damn, Steve. I mean, that's you for you to waste a chicken wing. I mean, this is a real situation here.
It was, I feel like it's my superpower, right? Ness and Super Smash Brothers has PK Fire. I have the throwing the chicken wing move.
The extra spicy, it's like you're throwing like the buffalo, the hot and spicy ones. They're just
Yeah.
like their face starts melting. It's like Mr. Game and Watch, except with chicken wings.
Yes, it is. Yes. And
Yeah.
sometimes Mr. Game and Watch, like sometimes it's a weak one, but sometimes it's like a bigger one. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I could throw mild and sometimes it could be the super spicy, like you're saying.
Right, like most of the time it's like lemon pepper, but then like a few times it's like habanero and it's like
Yeah.
just going down. Ghost pepper. Yeah.
Ghost pepper the fuck out of somebody. Love
Yeah.
that. So I start running after this guy, and Gerlita just screams my name like the loudest I've ever heard her scream. She's like, Steve! Just screams because she wants me to stop. She does not want me to go after him.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was going through her mind is, we have a friend in Denver whose boyfriend got shot in the head and killed when he was defending her from being mugged. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I do remember that.
So, Alita's like super aware of that. And, we've even talked about it before because of that. Like after that story, like I don't want to end up with that same result.
Right.
So we've talked about it before. If we ever get robbed, just let people take things. And that's what you're supposed to, that's what you should always do, right? Just let the people take whatever. It's not worth, you don't know if they have a weapon or whatever. So just, it's not worth potentially losing your life, right?
Right.
But I didn't really think about that. And I just ran after it. But yeah, after she screamed, I stopped. He got away. Joke's on him. I mean, the necklace really wasn't worth that much. It wasn't like a super fancy thing. But yeah, it's shitty. I mean, we've talked about it, and we just feel like our experience now in Chile is a little bit tainted.
Yeah.
Which I realize is super unfair to say. Like, we probably shouldn't have even been in that stupid market in the first place. It was probably the most dangerous part of literally the whole country. So I don't want to judge the whole country. And we've had such a great time here, truly. Everyone's been super nice. It's felt super safe. But now, like, looking back, we're just going to have this little memory that's like, it just kind of puts a damper on things. But
wow. I mean, I understand why it could be a damper. I mean, did you guys what did you guys do right after? What did it kind of like? Did you like kind of go home, or like, how are you feeling? How does Alita feel? Does she feel a little bit rattled about it?
She was very rattled, but she stayed big and strong because Lisa was there. Like if it was just me and her, she probably would have been crying and all, but she acted like it was super chill because Lisa was there.
Wow. That's awesome.
We had a rental car, so we just drove to like the richest, safest, nicest area of Santiago and went to like a sushi restaurant, just chilled out, got the hell out of that city center.
Yeah, that's good.
Then Lisa left for the airport, and that's when Alita was a little bit more vulnerable, that, she wasn't feeling great about it. It's been like a week now, and I think she's feeling better. But yeah, this whole week, like I said, it's just anytime we go out now, we're just kind of like, fuck this place a little bit. Like, we're kind of over it. I will say this, dude, I am done with historic city centers in Latin America. All right. They're all the same. Like,
Yeah,
they
they
all
are.
have the same cathedral. You know the one I'm
Yeah.
talking about. They have
Oh
a
yeah.
square of some sort. They're super busy, crowded, and it's cool at first for sure. Like, if you've never been to one, you should definitely go check it out. But I guess I'm getting a little bit of travel fatigue at this point. Like, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like, I'm good on city centers in Latin America. It's usually not the best neighborhood of the city anyway, right? Think like Medellin, right? Like, you want to stay in El Poblado, like the city center is not really where you hang out anyway. Other
Yeah.
cities like that, Merida, a little bit, but yeah.
Man, yeah, that's I can understand why it kind of like almost like puts like a cloud over the trip. But yeah, I mean, you can always kind of look back, hindsight's 2020, maybe you shouldn't have been there, maybe not. But I mean, I think, even you could have even gotten robbed probably at the nice one, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, and
it's
this
always
is
hard to
kind of
predict.
this kind of thing could happen anywhere. Like, even when we're in Europe, people say to not wear the jewelry, and she admitted, like Alita admitted, she probably shouldn't have been wearing the necklace. But we didn't know how dangerous it was. Like, we felt so safe here otherwise. Like, we were just literally in the sketchiest part of the city. And like, she never wore that necklace, for instance, when we were in Africa. Like, when we were in Cape Town, she said she never wore it, but just
Like
just
intentionally, like
intentionally, yeah, for that exact reason.
interesting.
But just kind of had an oversight here because we've gotten so comfortable. But yeah, lesson learned. And at the end of the day, we're thankful that that's all that happened. Like I said, it wasn't a super valuable necklace, and we weren't hurt. We weren't killed. Like, we didn't get stabbed or, we weren't. I would hate to get like robbed at like gunpoint or knife point. That would be some serious trauma. So
Yeah.
hopefully this will, go away, and we'll look back on our time in Chile, fondly and everything. But
Well, hopefully, yeah, I mean, I really hope that she's going to be okay. I totally understand. I'm sure, if I was her, I'd probably be pretty sketched out about even being by myself outside
yeah,
after, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. But she's good. She's been going on walks. We're good.
Okay.
Again, if this was a more serious gunpoint type of robbery, I don't know. But yeah, we're feeling better. A lot of
Damn.
lot of
Well,
things to be thankful for.
I'm glad that I mean, you guys seem to be taking it pretty well, but, thoughts go out to Alita for that. I'm sure that's like a really traumatizing experience, to be honest.
Yeah, this dude was really sketchy, and he like put his like grimy hands on her, which is just like gross. It's like if he just would have grabbed something out of her bag or like something
Right.
like that. I don't know, but he like grabbed her like chest. Like, that was why I wanted to fucking kill this guy and throw chicken wings at him. But
Yeah.
but
Damn.
but hey, man. So yeah, I wish it was me. Like, I hate that it happened to her.
Yeah.
So I could say I have a robbery story, but it's not even really my story. So I guess I still need to get robbed.
Yeah, you're like mad at Alita, like, God, Alita, that's what I wanted.
You're stealing my street cred.
Yeah, wait, what? Well, I feel like you get some pretty street cred for, attacking someone with some chicken wings. So like that, I'll still
Yeah.
give you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, we're thankful that after 5 years plus of traveling around, like, nothing's ever happened to us. We've been incredibly fortunate. So yeah, lots of positives out of this, and lesson learned. They say don't wear jewelry in places like that. And yeah, now we know.
Well, at least it's almost time to Santiago.
Oh, you're right, Jack. It is time to Santiago. It's time to chill out of Chile.
Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta say this, Steve, this is a very serious story, but you're telling it with such a funny hat on, So I'm like, I'm trying to be like, obviously like, I'm trying to be sympathetic and stuff, but I just keep looking at you and you just look so funny with the hat on. You
Girlita
know?
said she can't take me seriously when I wear this either.
Yeah. Man, that's wild though. I would be scared too. Like, all right, get me out of here. I don't want to hang out with these people anymore. I'm not vibing with the culture right now.
Exactly. So we're like, okay, we're going to go to Canada next, and it's going to be a different vibe, which will be nice.
Yeah, I imagine Canada's a lot safer and at
Yeah.
least more, feels more like home, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. for sure. So yeah, enough about that. Jack, I think you have some Nomad news for us.
That's right. So after nearly 2 decades, passengers going through airport security in the US don't have to take their shoes off anymore.
Woo!
Now, this made it on my Twitter feed. I mean, that's how big I feel like this
Wow.
story was. It really impacted a lot of people. But I have to say, I've had TSA pre-check for so long, I haven't taken my shoes off in years. Like, I don't want to like
Same.
sound like, so privileged, but like this actually doesn't affect me. Like I just
Same.
like I got TSA pre-check. I don't even know what's going on. I don't take my laptop out.
Dude, it's literally the reason I got TSA pre-check. Yeah, that and the laptop. Like I hated taking off my shoes, especially if they were like tightly tied ones that are annoying to take off and put back on. Like that sucked. So that's why I have pre-check.
Yeah, and Steve, now this is something about me is that I've never been a guy to like have shoes that have laces that I just slip on in and out of. Like I'm
Mm,
always tie. Well, like I can slip out of them without untying, but when I put them on, I've never had it like loose enough to where like I can slip in,
yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's just because I like them tied tight, right? So I'm never going to be that guy that it's easy to go in and out, right? And that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah. Yep. I feel like I keep my shoes loose just for that reason if I have to take them off at the airport. But yeah, I don't, thanks to pre check. And honestly, I feel like other countries have been on this for years. Like, I feel like in other countries, I haven't taken my shoes off, maybe every once in a while here and there, but for the most part, other countries don't make you take your shoes off either.
Now, have you ever been in another country where you go through the airport security and then you get to the gate to go to the US and they have additional security where you have to take your shoes off?
Yeah, that's happened. It's rare, but it does happen. It's really disappointing because it's like, all right, I'm home free. And then all of a sudden you
Right.
hit that, you're like, what the hell?
Right. And then it's like, oh, you can't do the airport roam, check everything out because it's just lingering in the back of your head. Like, I know I got to go take my shoes off. Like, I know I got to go. So it's like, I can't even enjoy one of my favorite parts about being in the airport, which is like the waltz around the terminal.
Yeah. And this is great because it was always weird, dude. When people were taking their shoes off, I feel like there were some smells going on when you were going through security. Like it was just kind of a gross vibe. Like people are walking around shoeless, like rubbing their sweat all over the floor. So yeah, this will be just good for hygiene vibes.
And it's like, when my stuff is coming out of the conveyor belt, like I want to be able to kind of like gather everything and go, but now I got to gather everything, find a bench, put my shoes on. And I just, that little part, like maybe I'm soft, but
No,
like that
dude.
little part just throws everything off.
No, you want to be as efficient as possible. You don't want anything slowing you down. Like I swear, I like will keep moving like as I'm like putting my laptop in my computer and stuff or my
Right,
backpack. Like I'll keep like walking as I'm doing it just to like not slow anything down. Yeah, the shoe
right.
thing was a big slowdown.
See, that's the definition of like, eating your cake as well, because it's like you don't want to be the guy that as it's coming out of the conveyor belt, you have to take all your shit like this and like walk over and put everything away. That sucks. You're a noob, right? But
Yeah,
then you also don't want to be the guy who like basically sits there at the conveyor belt and puts everything in and is just blocking the way for everyone else, right? So you want to be the guy in the middle, like you're saying, okay, I can just scoop all my stuff and like do it in one move, right? But
yeah.
the shoe, that just completely
Can't
foils
do it.
that plan.
Now, why was this ever even implemented in the first place?
Okay.
The reason dates back to an incident in December 2001, which was a kind of a key time in American history. If you remember what happened earlier that year in 2001,
Yeah, I think something happened.
it's relevant to like airport security for sure. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think we were already on high alert,
Right. Right.
and there was this guy named Richard Reed who became known as the shoe bomber. So, Richard Reed, a British citizen and self proclaimed follower of Al Qaeda, shout out Al Qaeda. I feel like they've really fallen off. I feel like we used to hear about them a lot and now they're pretty irrelevant. So,
Yeah, they kind of, yeah, they don't seem to be in the mix anymore.
So he boarded an American Airlines flight from Paris to Miami, and hidden in the soles of his shoes were explosives. I guess it was like a powerful and like hard to detect plastic explosive and a detonator cord. And his plan was to detonate the bomb mid flight, as any good terrorist would do.
Wow, okay.
Now, midway through the flight, this Reed guy is trying to light the fuse that's like in his shoes using matches, which is just super obvious. I mean, like matches is a whole like motion, right?
Like this guy's in the middle seat, like lighting matches.
Yeah,
Like I'd be like, dude, what the fuck are you
yeah.
doing?
There's no reason you should be lighting matches on an airplane. Like you're doing something sketch.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, come on, you do all this work, and you bring matches? Like that's, I mean, that doesn't feel like very,
Yeah, talk about
like
not being
redundant.
talk about not being efficient. I mean, come on, man.
You're about to be a terrorist, right? I mean, you're about to basically commit a crime where literally everyone hates you forever. Like your
Yeah,
entire memory is everyone hating you.
and you'll probably
And you're,
die. You're also gonna kill yourself too.
yeah. And now we hate you and we think you're an idiot. Like imagine that. Oh, we hate this guy and we think he's dumb.
Right, dude. Imagine being a terrorist and then being bad at being a terrorist. Like, not only
Yeah.
are you a terrorist, but you suck at it.
Yeah. Like you're definitely not going to have your own episode on the Netflix Mastermind stuff. Like you don't deserve that. Like they're
Dude,
not going
so,
to be like, "All right, then next he pulls out the matches." Like,
so here's where it gets even funnier, too.
okay.
So the explosive failed to ignite, likely due to dampness in his shoes from sweat. So this dude was so sweaty that he couldn't even light his bomb because he was, I mean, for me it's like my shoes just smell bad, but this dude took it to a whole nother level. He made his explosives wet from his perspiration.
He's just that nervous. I mean, this guy is kind of on clutch. Maybe this
Shit.
was one of Al Qaeda's like first trainees. He was kind of in the first wave. They didn't like teach good terrorism skills or something.
You're right, dude. That's probably why they sent him on this suicide mission. They're like, you're pretty worthless to us, dude.
Get this guy out of here. Give it your best shot, champ.
Dude, so what happened then is passengers and flight attendants noticed his suspicious behavior because he was like just repeatedly trying to light this fuse with matches and it wasn't going. So people were like, all right, what the fuck? So everyone like jumps on him. So this is just an American story of, vigilanteism. So several people, flight attendants, passengers jump on this guy. They restrain him with like belts, headphone cords, and they keep him subdued until the plane makes an emergency landing in Boston.
Okay.
Uh, and the dude gets immediately arrested upon landing. And in 2003, he pleaded guilty to terrorism related charges and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. So that's what you get when you fuck with America, dude. We don't fuck with terrorists.
Damn, this guy is the definition of a simp. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. So bad at being a terrorist, he's still alive and he just has to serve life in prison. Like, what a fucking loser.
Damn, that sucks ass. You like didn't even do anything. Like you got caught. You couldn't even make it happen, and you're
Right.
just locked up. I'm sure in prison he's got zero street cred.
Oh, yeah. No,
You
he's just known
know,
as the sweaty shoe guy. Like, hey, man, are your shoes sweaty today?
yeah, like definitely not a closer.
Definitely not a closer. The only thing that closed on him was the cell door. Am I right?
Honestly, I'm kind of mad at him too because it's like this guy made us take our shoes off for 20 years.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like
So,
that's almost like the worst thing ever. Like
yeah,
fuck you, man.
exactly. So, yeah, because of this dude doing this one thing, yeah, like a couple years later, TSA formally implemented the shoe removal policy, and it stayed around for 20 years because people could, have hidden explosives in their footwear. But yeah, shout out to the people on that flight that stopped tragedy from happening, and shout out to the terrorist for sucking at his job.
I wonder what kind of shoes he was wearing, like what brand. You think that's like suppressed by the brand? They like had some like PR thing. Like Adidas is like, do not list that he was wearing these Adidas shoes.
Maybe, yeah. You don't want to be known as the terrorism shoe brand, right? Like you want to be
Right.
associated with Michael Jordan.
Right. You want to be Nike, not like Hugo Boss.
You want to be just do it, not just blow up the plane. Like you don't want that to
Yeah,
be your
like chill
slogan.
out, dude. I wonder what his thing was. He was like, dude, I'm sorry. I was just like, I wonder if he like tried to come up with an excuse, like, dude, I was just trying to light a cigarette or something, you know? Like,
Yeah, no, there's some dirt on my shoe here. I was trying to clean my shoes. I was trying to burn it off. You know, there's a leech on my shoe. I heard you need to burn the leeches off, so that's all.
especially doing it a few months after probably the worst terrorism thing that America's ever experienced. It's like, dude, like, we're like so on guard right now. Like, we are gonna fuck you up. There is no way you're gonna get like a lean sentence or like treated
No,
fairly at all. Like, we're
no.
throwing you in
Yeah.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you like you like this is probably the worst time ever
yeah.
to like make an attack on America. Like, we are like more. This is the only time TSA's ever been on their shit. Is like December of 2001. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, they're normally like high or like asleep or chatting with each other. But yeah, 2001, they were like ready to go, dude.
Yeah. I hope this guy doesn't get any visitation. Like, you're done.
All right. Now, time for
Okay.
Nomad News Part 2.
Okay.
So I thought this one was interesting because it's, again, a continuation of things we've been talking about in recent episodes about kind of return to office policies, right? You know, I know we've been sharing some stats about it. So this is another stat that I found interesting. Basically, you know, if you're returning back to the office, getting away from remote work, there's a good chance that you're a man
Wow.
because new data suggests that men are going back to the office post COVID more than women. So I guess this data released last month from the Labor Department shows that since last year, the percentage of men working remotely has dropped from 34% to 29%, while the share of women has stayed the same at 36%. So now 36% of women are working from home and 29% of men are working.
Feels really
So,
low. I wonder what it was at like peak COVID. I guess
yeah, I don't,
100%, but
yeah, it
maybe
was
like
like 100 for a minute there.
yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. So they're also showing that workers who show up and show face to the office get rewarded the most. So 86% of CEOs in a recent survey said they would favor employees that they see around the office for raises and promotions. So that sucks for women who I feel like are already at a disadvantage for no reason when it comes to getting promotions and you know getting pay raises and things like that. So now if there's fewer women in the office, they're also less likely to get promoted for that reason instead of a man.
Now, but I mean, they could probably just go back as well if they wanted, right?
Yeah, I guess they could. Yeah, if they wanted to. But here's the thing, Jack, is more recent data shows that both men and women still rank work from home flexibility higher than traditional benefits like parental leave and health insurance. Okay. So people would rather work from home than have health insurance from their company.
Wow, okay. I don't know if I agree with that. Health insurance is really expensive if you have to pay for it alone.
Yeah, but you can't put a price tag on working from home, honestly. I feel like I'd rather pay for my own health insurance than go into a
If
fucking
I
office.
guess if you got like permanently work from home, no office ever, but you get no health insurance, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we should have like a bet you could pick your own benefits. It's
Ooh,
like the memes with it's like you got 5 points, you got to select these
right.
things, you know? It's like, okay, use all your points on never coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably would personally. But yeah, looks like men continue to benefit from it more in terms of career advancement. Yeah, and that's with all these other things going on. You know, employers with strict RTO policies are making their workforces less diverse, you know, by having more men. And, you know, this is at the same time when they're rolling back DEI pledges and they're also shedding employees from the post pandemic kind of hiring boom. So, yeah, lots of shakeups, but I'm glad that you and I still have the freedom to work from home.
Yeah, I've gotten so into it that like it might be my greatest fear to have to go back in the office. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I know how to small talk. I don't know if I know how to do the water cooler move again. Like it's just been a while.
Dude, Or the half smile when you see someone in the office that you kind of know, but not really. You just kind of give them the head nod and the half smile. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to do that again, dude.
No winking. Yeah, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
don't promote me. It's fine. Just don't take my job. You know,
Yeah.
don't promote me, but don't fire me.
Don't fire me.
It's like the work policy, like the silent quitting stuff. You know,
Yep. Quiet quitting. Yep.
I'm trying to be a quiet quitter.
Do you hear that Gen Z is also practicing quiet shitting at work?
Wh-
They're just shitting in their desk at their desk in their pants, dude. Quiet shitting.
wait, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's some like tweet I saw. It was when the quiet quitting thing was going viral. People were like, "Yeah, but you may have heard of quiet quitting, but have you heard of quiet shitting?"
That's why they wear such such loose pants, so like the poop can like roll out easy.
Yeah, it doesn't show as much. It's not pressed up against there like a pancake.
Honestly, I think pooping your pants, I know a lot of people like joke about it and stuff, but I don't know if I really like want to poop my pants ever. Like, I think it's honestly got to be one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced in my life.
Worse than throwing up, probably, right?
The
Yeah,
worst thing ever. If I
yeah,
had to choose, yeah, one of those, like, I'd rather throw up like on a table at a restaurant than poop my pants.
yeah. I guess it depends on where you're pooping your pants. If you're like on an airplane, yeah, you don't want to do that
Like in public, I'm
in
pooping
public.
my
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, yeah. So you'd rather puke on yourself than shit your pants in public if you had a
Yeah,
chance.
and I think I'd probably throw those pants away. Like, I don't think I would like wash them and give them another
No,
chance.
hell no, 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 no. Those are done, dude. No, you can't come back from that, dude. No amount of shout or whatever's out there can resurrect that.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, I hope that people don't shit their pants at work. I feel like, we're kind of talking about getting promoted and fired and stuff. I just feel like I understand we got DEI and, we're trying to give everyone a chance, but if I hired a worker and they shit their pants at work, it would be hard for me to promote them. Like it would be, and maybe I'm being, like maybe I'm being shallow, but
No, I'm with you. Like you don't want to. Every time I meet with that person or talk to them, I'd be like, "You're the shit pants guy."
yeah, and it's like, dude, like, oh, you're gonna handle this big project? Well, you couldn't handle shitting your pants.
Yeah, you couldn't handle making it to the toilet, something that we
Yeah.
all learned how to do when we were 3 years old. So yeah, I don't think you can handle this client.
Yeah, like maybe you should work from home.
Yeah, actually, that is another benefit I was going to say of working from home is you can shit your pants and it's okay. Like no one would ever find out. So that's a big benefit of working from home.
Or maybe if you do shit your pants at work, they will allow you to work from home and you get to keep your health insurance.
You need it. You need like a special health plan. You're like, sorry, I have this pants shitting disease. I need this benefit. Get a doctor's note. Like, yeah, he's a poopy pants boy.
Yeah, like yeah, you like meet this guy before he shits and he's like, "Hey, Steve, like I just want you to know I'm shitting my pants today. I'm working from home." Like this is like his angle he does at every company. Like he asserts himself, "All right, I'm shitting my pants. This is how you get work from home."
Damn, it's kind of brilliant, really. Instead of being the person who fakes sick all the time, we've all worked with that person. Like they're just out like every week because they're sick. Yeah, he's just the pants shitting guy. It's a different strategy.
Hey, but this reminds me, we got to talk about a story that our friend told us, our friend Tyler, about the office putt story.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so they were doing some office games, right? Because that's what you do when you have to go into work. You do like fun like office games and you go get
Team
tacos and stuff.
building.
Yeah,
Team
team
building.
building. Yeah, team building, right, my bad. And so they set up this like fake putt thing. It was like a putt across the office, right? And they had all these people trying it, and then like the manager, whoever's in charge, says, okay, if anyone can make this putt, you each get 2 tries. Everyone, we go home. It's like noon there. They're like, well, you go home for the rest of the day and you're off work the next day.
Oh,
The whole
wow.
office is off if one person makes it.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
so like everyone's trying, no one makes it. Tyler, our friend, misses his first one really badly, and then on his second one he like makes it. Okay, and like the office goes crazy. Like they are like high-fiving, like chest bumping, like loving Tyler, and they get off. Everyone goes home. They don't work the next day. Like, and like he says that happened like multiple weeks ago, and he says now he's like an office legend. He's like, it was my greatest work moment I've ever had. Like everyone like permanently remembers that I got us off work for like a day and a half.
Yeah,
And
dude,
like he's like an office god now.
yeah, he's the hero. And I love that it wasn't for something he did on the job. Like it wasn't
Right.
how hard he worked. He didn't make the company any money. In fact, he did the opposite of that, right? Like
Yeah.
he made people not work. That's
Yeah.
what he's most celebrated for.
And you know that manager is going to be like, look, there's no way we're doing this promotion next year. Like that was a one-time
Yeah.
thing. And we thought we put it so far away. There's no way I'm allowing that to happen.
How
You know
far
what I
was
mean?
the putt? Do we know? I'm sure it gets farther every time he tells the story, but
Right. Well, currently, well, he said it was far, but also there was like, because of like the carpeting and the layout of the office, there was like multiple different surfaces you had to like go over to get to it. It was
oh,
like
geez.
carpet into like a little bump, like to
Damn.
have it, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't
Yeah.
even just like a continuous calm thing. It was like some, mini golf-esque type of vibe.
Yeah, that's some Happy Gilmore shit when he like bounces it off of stuff
Yeah.
and somehow goes. So he got super lucky. Yeah, the
Yeah.
management definitely did not think that was going in. Yeah, that is legendary as fuck.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, this is the greatest like work moment of my career. And the best part is he started only like a few months ago. So it's like, what a great way to like kick off. Much better than shitting your pants. Like, well, what a
Yeah.
great way to kick off like a work experience.
Yeah, I put that on my resume, put that on LinkedIn, and that's a huge achievement.
Yeah. So it reminds me a little bit of this,
Yeah. Well, good, man. Anything else we got to talk about before we close out today?
I don't know, man. I'm just happy both of us work from home.
Me too. And I'm happy that I didn't get killed in the robbery.
Me too. And I'm happy that Alita seems to be doing okay, and I hope that she continues to do okay with that.
I know. It's such a secondhand story. I'm like, I got robbed, dude. I got a story for you. And it wasn't even me at all. I was just there.
The real story is like the guy stole your chicken wings and you just don't want to like tell it. You're like,
Yeah.
this guy like ate all my chicken wings. Like,
Yeah, that would ruin my reputation if people knew that my chicken wings got stolen from me. I made this up instead. But yeah, no, we love Chile. We're gonna travel to kind of the edge of. We're gonna be edging Patagonia this weekend, so we'll
Ooh.
check that out. It'll be cool. So all good.
Awesome. I feel like Patagonia is gonna be great. You got to get a t-shirt, like not of the Patagonia brand, but like a Patagonia t-shirt.
Yeah, it says Patagonia, but it's not the brand. That is,
Yeah.
yeah, because you can get the brand anywhere.
Can the Patagonia sue that company for making the Patagonia t-shirt?
Wow, good question. Same with Cotopaxi, because that's also a location, right?
Yeah. So it's like, can they sue? I don't know.
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll chat GPT that one later.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you like the show, please review us on your listening, reviewing platform of choice, whether that's Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever else is out there. Give us a follow on social media at Nomads No Worries Podcast. Give us some likes. Give us some comments. We love comments, no matter how negative they are. Bring it on. We love to hear from you.
Talk to us about unrelated stuff, like your favorite flavor of chicken wings. Like I was actually telling Steve, I should never have told him something about my life off the pod, but I did on accident. And I was telling him I had this pickle dry rub, wing, and it was really good. So, Steve loves to hear your takes on that.
Yeah, just tell me anything chicken wing related. I love when Jack tells me about his pickle wings. That was a new one for me. So yeah,
it was really good. Yeah, the place in Denver, it's called King of Wings. I never heard about it before, but
shout out.
They really lived up to their name.
Good.
Yeah,
they are the kings. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Have a great week, and
take a weird trip.